welcome to session 3 of the 2023 Masters World Cup. We're going to go to the main platform and we are doing the introduction of athletes. If you are joining us this morning, welcome. We are coming to you live from the Grand Millennium in Auckland, New Zealand. This is session 3, women's 60 age group, all bodyweight categories, and women's 55, 45 to 59. And that's our lineup this morning. We will drift on over to the scoreboard because that will be our lineup today. As you can see.
Do you know who the other jury person is? No, but I can go check them. Yeah, thank you.
And the ladies will filter their way out into the back room, as you can see. And they will continue their warm-up for the next 10 minutes. It's a massive start to the morning. Many hands needed, and most of the people that contribute are also lifting as well, so a lot going on. But I'm just going to give you time to have a good look at the scoreboard, your lineup this morning. While I recenter this camera, and you can see that happening in the background. A massive start to the day. We are going to now introduce our technical officials for the session. And this is our technical officials for session 3.
Thank you. I'd like to announce the officials for session 3. We have Maria. Apologies, we don't have her surname. She'll be referee. And we have Paul Jones. And our session referee today is Jason Fannin. Jack of all trades, Marshall, T.O., you name it. Barbara Green.
And
Thank you, officials. See you in 10 minutes.
so again, I'm going to pass you over to the holding screen, and we will be back in approximately 10 minutes. Join us then for session 3 of the 2023 Masters World Cup. We'll be with you shortly. Well, welcome back. We are approximately 10 seconds away from the start of competition. This is our lineup this morning. You are watching session 3 of the 2023 Masters World Cup, Oceania and Commonwealth Masters Championships. We will go to the main platform because we have Mary Clark, first attempt 21 kilos. That is the call. So session 3 of the day. We've got a men's session starting shortly as session 4, but here's Mary, first attempt. And Mary gets us underway with good lift. Well done, Mary. Just got to get back into the rhythm of this. I'm just going to come across to the scoreboard for a second.
Thank you, Lotus. 22 is on the bar for you, Mary. You've got a 2-minute clock and has started.
Just get back into the start of the day. Just got to get all my stuff moving nice and smoothly. Here's Mary's first snatch attempt. Really good effort, nice and high. Incorporates the split snatch technique, so she has to bring her feet back in line before the referees will give her the down signal. So a long wait, you'll see out the back the athletes all sitting and waiting, so they know that we're watching them. There you go, give us a wave, they'll see themselves back there. Might need to double check that live stream's working okay, but there's Matt Dyson and Mary Clark waiting for their second attempts.
Lotus clear 23 kilos. 23 kilos, please.
So barbell's being loaded to 23 kilos now for the same athlete.
Thank you, Lotus. 23 on the bar for Mary. Your clock is resumed.
So Mary has just over a minute until she's required onto the platform. Tyson sitting there with her out in the back room, the athletes waiting area. A lot of moving parts this morning, so she'll make her way down the tunnel. And here comes Mary. Second attempt. And that looks pretty good to me. Referees agree.
Good work. Well done. Lotus clear 24 kilos.
We've got a slow-mo back feed out into the back room so they can all look at their lifts out back.
Consecutive lifts. You'll have a 2-minute clock and it has started.
So we're not on pause. She's just waiting for the down signal. Places that bar nicely for us. So that's your scoreboard at the moment. Mary's following herself. This is your lineup today. Good mix of Kiwis, Aussies and Canadians at this point. So it'll be a battle for the both Oceania and Commonwealth Masters titles, as well as the World Cup on top of all of that. We can go back to the back room because
Stop the clock. Mary wants more.
Mary's making a couple of changes.
25 kilos, please. 25.
So Mary with Coach Matt out the back, a minute on the clock. That usually signifies to stand up and make your way out, which she looks like she's about to do. We will come back to the main platform. And 3 from 3, and good lift.
Kilos, please. 26 kilos for Heather Chisholm from Canada.
So we've got 26 kilos being loaded on the bar. We'll have a quick look what's happening out back. Not much changes coming in. Barbara Grieve on the court. Coach Richard Wong in the background checking the board.
Thank you. 26 on the bar.
But at the moment, the bar is loaded for Heather Chisholm from Canada. First attempt. And a real clean and tidy opening attempt from Heather. Well done, Heather. I was just talking to Heather out the back pre-competition. She's been lifting for 3 years. So over the course of this weekend, we will see a lot of athletes new to the sport, which is pretty phenomenal. So Heather's following herself. Let's see if we can see what's happening in the back room, because Heather's likely just... No, we've got Ana Latu sitting at the back.
Thank you. 28 kilos on the bar, Heather. Your clock is resumed.
So the call is still on Heather. She'll be following herself. The next lift is listed at 30 kilos to start, which is Ana Latu. So Heather has a 2-minute clock. That's the way it happens in weightlifting. It buys you a little bit of time when you're following yourself. If you are watching at home, please make sure you shout out to the athletes. They are watching. They will come back and watch it after the event as well, and they will see your support. So you'll have to click subscribe to the YouTube channel to be able to provide comment. But in the meantime, we've got just over a minute waiting out the back. I have a feeling there might be a change about to come. This is the back room space here. Not a lot of action happening at the table. Might be able to have a look around a little bit. So a lot of athletes just getting their timing right for the warm-up. Heather is ready to go for her second attempt. And that is a good lift by majority decision. And we've got a jury decision happening right now. I think this is about to be overturned. We'll have a look. We'll get this nice slow-mo replay. Catches it just shy of lockout. I think that was the issue. So, unfortunately, that's been overruled. Are they waiting on? No lift.
No lift, sorry. No lift there.
So unfortunately that was overruled by the jury, and that is a no lift. So you'll see that pop up on the scoreboard for Heather. Just while we're waiting for Heather's third attempt.
We've got 28 rifled up on the bar for you. 2-minute clock has started.
So Heather's got a 2-minute wait. She's hiding around the corner. Oh, I found her. There she is. So she's just waiting patiently out the back. A little interesting fact about Heather that she let me know is that she is into sculpting, and particularly she sculpts naked men. So a recent interest, or maybe not a recent interest, but certainly an interesting fact that I was given. Got into weightlifting. I don't know if I can turn this camera any further. Oh, I can. There you go. With her personal trainer. Introduced her to the sport of Olympic weightlifting 3 years ago. So the long wait, usually it's about a minute when the athlete decides we're going to walk up onto stage. It's one of the most daunting prospects of Olympic weightlifting is that back area just before you're about to take the platform. Here they come. We will switch over to the front stage again. So this is for a third attempt, 28 kilograms, Heather Chisholm from Canada. Hopefully, Heather, you get to travel the country after this and see our beautiful landscape. Unfortunately, I think the referees are going to see an elbow on that one. That's correct. So if you're wondering what we're looking at, you just have a look at the elbows as it gets taken overhead, and you just see not quite a solid structure on that. It's on the left elbow specifically on that one. I know the weight gets overhead with comfort, but it's just there's some technical aspects that you have to take it to lock out in one continuous movement, and that's what the referees are currently trying to tidy up. So that was Heather's third attempt. And we will come back to the main platform because we have Anilatu coming in for her first attempt. This is Anilatu's first international weightlifting competition. And that is a really good start for Anilatu. Fantastic first uplift, first ever lift on the international platform. Really good position and moves so well under the bar, just creates that little bit more space for herself to get that structure underneath. Stands it all the way back up, and the referees will give you the down signal when you're out of the bottom position. She just takes her time, no rush. I have a bit of an attachment as I've been doing Anilatu's programming for the past about 3 or 4 months. Very dedicated trainer, also a very successful and passionate wakaama competitor. So that's her first lift. She's coming back for a second, so we better get ready to go. No mucking around. Bar is loaded to 31 kilos. Oh, not just out front. Not too hard, just needs to maybe reach a little bit more. So we will tighten that barbell up. So again, not bad on the height for Anilatu. Just leaves it heaps of height, but just leaves it slightly forward of the shoulders, and then it just comes back forward again. So just have to extend and push it right back into the right position. So we will just jump out to the scoreboard. So we have Anilatu following herself because the next listed athlete has 32 kilos down. They're just trying to stabilize that barbell in the middle.
Thank you, lovers. Coming up, your 1 minute clock is started.
Just roll it to the front a little bit. They can adjust it. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, lovers. Anilatu 31 remains on the bar for you. Your 2 minute clock has started.
So we'll just have a quick. So the bar is loaded for Anilatu. 2 minute call, third attempt. As I mentioned, this is Anilatu's first international event, Masters World Cup. A very diligent trainer. Puts a lot of passion into what she's done. She's also done a lot to help her health with her nutrition. So she's done an exceptional job overall to get stronger, move well. She's new to the sport, so let's have a good luck for her third. Oh, not to be on her third. She gave it more petrol, but not to be, unfortunately. Bar will move now up.
Lovers, 32 kilos, please. This will bring a change of lifter team platform. This will bring Jensen Brown from his first attempt to the platform for her first attempt.
So bar's being loaded for Jen Brown from New Zealand, lifting in the age group 55 and
Thank you, loaders. 32 is on the bar for you, Jennifer. You've got 1 minute.
that took off like a rocket for Jen for her opener. There's a lot of booming happening around the place, so let's go and have a look at that one take off from the ground, shall we? Jen's opening attempt.
Thank you. 33 kilos on the bar. Sherilyn, you've got 1 minute.
So bar is loaded for Sherilyn. It's the first attempt for Sherilyn. 33 kilos from Australia. That's a beautiful opening attempt. Sherilyn was off like a rocket. I couldn't quite get her on the slow-mo. Let's go back to the scoreboard so you can see what's happening there. Better look out the back room as well, because you'll have a whole bunch of people sitting down waiting, which we do. So this is what's happening out back. Jen, Lynn Mays, Sherilyn sitting there as well. So that's the athlete waiting area. It's high stress stuff, weightlifting. It's putting yourself in front of referees and a crowd and also cameras, and many of our masters athletes also potentially coming from other sports or other backgrounds. So I always commend them for taking up to the competition platform. No, we've got Jen coming onto the platform. She's not mucking around, so we'll switch over to that. And again, making light work of it.
And that's 3 white lights. Congratulations, well done, Jennifer. Lotus, we're 35 kilos, please. 35. This is also a record attempt.
Nice smile. Always a good one to lift well, lock it out, but it's also making it easier on the referees when you drop a nice smile like that at the end of it as well. So bar is currently being loaded to 35 kilos for Sherilyn Moffat's second attempt. This is a record attempt. If we have a look at the scoreboard, you'll be able to see the bottom left hand. So this is a Masters World Cup record attempt. She looked very strong in her opening lift. So see how she goes for her second. Yeah, I heard her coach out the back make the just that left elbow. If we have a look at this, you'll be able to see it in the slow-mo. She takes it up off the ground. And we're just looking at that left elbow. Super high, great extension, but it just comes down and can't quite lock that structure, and she presses it up into that structural position afterwards. So not to be, but she will have another attempt. So back to the main platform. This is a World Cup record for Jen Brown. And another very easy lift for Jen. And a good lift.
Lotus, we try to just have a check at 3-5, please, for Cheryl's third attempt.
Jen Brown getting plenty of height on that one.
Thank you, 35 on the bar.
And again with the smile as well.
You have 1 minute.
Here's Sherilyn, 35 kilos, third attempt. Oh, yeah, good fight, ever so close. Not to be. It was a good effort.
Lotus, can we please have?
Just put that much more effort into it, almost there, but just rocked back towards the heels. Not to be, unfortunately. So we are currently just waiting now on Lynn Mays. This is her first attempt. This is a record attempt also. And that was an easy opening attempt for Lynn.
Well done, congratulations. Lotus, we're 37 on the bar, please. 37 kilos on the bar. Will come to the platform. Stop the clock. We have a jury decision. That was a no lift. Stand reverse.
So just listening, unfortunately, I think that was a hitch for Lynn.
Lotus, if you can just title 36, please. The call will go back to Lynn. She will have 2 minutes. And her clock has started.
So Lynn's ready. She's just going to have to smooth that up through the middle. And that's a better lift. And that looks good. And well done, Lynn. Good lift. So we should be able to see now. Lynn just smooths this up through the middle. Just the bar keeps going in an upward motion, and that's one of the rules of weightlifting. You can't stop. In the first one, just a slight delay off the hip, unfortunately, is what we deem a hitch. But that was a much better lift. Lynn knows that, and she's on the board, and that's a relief. It always is a relief. So here we have Kerry row party. This is Kerry's first international. Beautiful opening attempt and great structure overhead and a good lift for Kerry. As mentioned, that's Kerry's first ever lift on to. Great extension, big lockout, takes her time to stand it up. Really good structure overhead, beautiful lift. I've got elbow envy, Kerry. Wish I could lock out like that. So the bar is set for Lynn Mays. Lynn's moving up. So bar is moving now to 38 for Kerry. I'm thinking Kerry's probably going to move up. So Kerry Ropati coming out for her second. And this is a record attempt. Oh, beautiful lift. Just so composed, super easy. Walks on, walks off. Great lifting, Kerry. Really good extension, super high, nice lockout. Can't ask for more than that. As I mentioned, Kerry's done one weightlifting competition, and this is her first ever international. So hopefully, well, that's a good start, 2 from 2. Can't be disappointed with that so far. Here comes Lynn Mays, third attempt. This is a record attempt. Just got to get it moving through the middle. Beautiful. And Lynn will be happy with that. And good lift. So Lynn 2 from 3. Kept that bar moving, super high, good lockout. Lynn has just recently returned from a stint overseas. Her daughter got married, also had a child, so a lot of stress, and Lynn came back and put in the work to quickly get back in shape for this event. So well done, Lynn. Very proud of that. Good work. So here we have Poulin Manon. Next athlete, Poulin Manon, has been lifting for 33 years. So if that's a good example of looking after your body, started lifting at the age of 26 for Canada. So has been a national, oh, we've got to change in order, sorry. This is Debbie Downing now. Debbie Downing, first attempt. This is a record attempt for Debbie. Debbie is a multiple times, probably more than multiple times, CrossFit Games athlete at the CrossFit Masters. So first attempt is a record attempt. Debbie Downing, New Zealand. like an absolute rocket, and easy lift. Good work, Debbie.
New Oceania record.
So that was a new Masters Oceania record.
Thank you, Lotus. Maha, your 1 minute clock is started.
Super high, good position off the ground for Debbie.
Stop the clock. We have a change of 40 kilos of title.
Long way for the bar. Debbie,
This will bring Kerry to the
an
back.
exceptional athlete in her own right outside of weightlifting. It's a really good start. So bar's being loaded to 40. This is for Kerry Ropati. This is her third attempt. She's 2 from 2, already takes the record, but this is to further extend her record.
Unfortunately, no left there. Lotus, please substitute your
What do the referees say? Oh, no lift, unfortunately. Just a elbow on that side. Let's have a look at that again. We should be able to see that on the slow-mo. Great position off the ground. Chest leads the way. Just that tiny little shimmy. I know it seems insignificant, but it's one of the rules of weightlifting. So that 40 kilos will live for another day. Kerry, well done though for taking to that platform. Real proud. I'm sure all your gym members are as well. They're all checking in from, I can see you all giving her the comments as well. Here we have Poulin Manon, as I mentioned, 33 years weightlifting. Oh, beautiful. She's very determined. Can certainly see that she's very technical and has that proficiency, and she's carried that over from a very long athletic career, which is fantastic. Let's have a look at this. Very few individuals can move this well underneath a barbell and into that bottom position. Does really well to stabilize that.
Okay, 42 is ready for you, Debbie. You've got 1 minute. Clock is started.
26 years of age when she first started weightlifting, 33 years ago. Here's Debbie Downing, second attempt, also a record attempt. And beautiful lifting by Debbie.
And she's broken here in front of the record. 42 kilos, well done. Another Oceania record. 3 times 42 increase at the stage. I suspect this will go up.
Really good high position. Moving like a rocket.
Is live on the back. I'll be for a poll from Canada. Your 1 minute clock is started.
So, Paul Manon from Canada, the bar is loaded, 43 kilos. Here she comes. This is her second. She was successful with her first.
Drop the clock. Lotus square 43 for Manon.
Got a couple of changes happening. Gives us time to check the scoreboard. We're heading towards the last 2 athletes to enter the competition. So this is Poulin Manon from Canada, 43 kilos, second attempt.
Thank you, Lotus. Your 2 minute clock is started.
Oh, not to be. So close. Waves it off. She does have one more lift. which she can redeem. Let's have a look at that one. It was close. That's good extension. Just leaves it slightly forward. You see a slight jump forward and the barbell comes back out. So not to be for that one. This leaves her with one final attempt, so she gets 2 minutes. Just a little bit of blood on the bar, so they're doing a bit of a blood clean. Just got a delay in the comp while they clean the bar for us, and that's nice and clean now, and we will carry on. So, as I said, Poulain Manon has one final attempt, and she will be followed by Petra de Ruyter from Australia. Look in the background. Oh, she's not there because she just walked up onto the platform as I scrolled to the back room, so we come back to the front. So final attempt. Pauline Manon, Canada. Third attempt, 43 kilograms. She's got it. What a great fight, and she's pretty chuffed about that. Well done. Great final attempt there, real determined. Just places that bar in a better position over the back and fights her way out of the bottom as well. Just a scream of joy, double foot stomp. She'll be really happy with that.
Stop the clock. We're 45, please loaded. Debbie once more.
So we have Petra de Ruyter, and this is her first attempt, so she'll have 3 lifts following herself.
For her first attempt. Petra's also going for a record. On the bar. Petra, your clock is started.
So we're just waiting on, there's a few changes happening out the back. Probably go have a look out the back if we wanted to. She's ready? No. Sorry, there is still one athlete remaining. There's Debbie Downing, so this is Petra de Ruyter's first attempt. And that's a really, really powerful opening lift, and she'll be happy with that. So an Oceania and World Cup record for Petra.
This will bring Debbie to the platform, Debbie Dillon for her third attempt, and an attempt to break her previous record.
So absolutely taking off like a rocket there. Good, solid overhead position. And she'll be chuffed to get that one on the board for her first lift. Holds it secure overhead. Okay, we'll go back to the main platform because we have Debbie Downing for her third attempt. And this is a Oceania record as well. Well, didn't quite get stable, so I'm thinking, oh, it's a good lift.
Well done. Lotus 48. We go to 48 kilos for Petra's second attempt.
So that was a good lift by Debbie. She got an early down signal, but I don't know why. It looked good on the slow-mo. Didn't see a press out. Just the shoulders. Just the shoulder roll. So Debbie was successful, 3 out of 3. She'll be pretty happy with those lifts. Debbie, well done. So we're just waiting. Here's Petra's third. The second attempt for Petra. Oh, super high, just left it slightly forward. So if we look at this, we'll just flick over to the slow-mo Petra. Again, super high off the ground. Plenty of height, big foot stomp. Actually locks it out, but just slightly forward, and that much weight slightly forward of your structure is always going to come back down, unfortunately. So
thank you. Stop the clock. Go for it. She's going for more.
She's asking for more, so we need 51 kilos on the bar. The loaders are going to do that. I think we should be able to see them out the back. We can. Sitting there waiting. They can see us. Saying hi to their friends and family back home. We can zoom in on the coach even more. There you go. Give us a wave. Come on, give us a good wave. So they can see the live streams back home. So that is the bar being loaded currently. Great to have this camera out the back so we can zoom in and show the nerves.
This is the third attempt for Petra. Now Petra's going all break in Oceania and the Commonwealth and the World Cup record.
So this is a triplet of records, Oceania, Commonwealth and Masters World Cup. I think she's ready to go. Let's go to that main stage. This is the final snatch of this session. Oh, and an overcorrection, and she knows it. So often when you leave a weight out the front, you put a little bit more to get it over in the right position, and it just goes right over the back. You'll be able to see this, just this effort that she puts into this. Right up, heaps of petrol on that one, and right on through, and it's quite a common thing for a weightlifter to one out the front, one over the back. And that brings us to the end of the snatches. So that is your scoreboard of session 3. Pretty good effort. Oh, we got through that pretty quick as well again. So as you can see in the top right hand corner, we have just over 9 minutes until the women's clean and jerk. I'm just going to put you in the holding screen for a while so you can see the beautiful sights of Auckland, New Zealand. While we're in this, just before I depart, I will do a massive shout out to acknowledge our sponsors, Auckland Unlimited, which is the events arm of the Auckland Council, for supporting us in hosting this Masters Championship event. Major Events New Zealand, the Lion Foundation, North and South Trust, Aotearoa Gaming Trust, TAB, New Zealand, Chic, Raise Lower, Packaging Forum, Bear, Tidy Kiwi, Pure Athletic and Torpedo 7. Well, welcome back to session 3 of the 2023 Masters World Cup. This is session 3. The women's 60 age group, all body weight categories, and the women's 55 age group, 45 to 59 category. That's the scoreboard. Oh, we're straight into it. I've got to get on the main platform because Mary Clark is not wasting any time. 28 kilos, first attempt. Mary wastes no time and gets onto the platform. So it's Mary's first international event. You'll hear a fair bit of booming happening on the other platform because we have a concurrent Masters event happening at the same time.
Mary, 29 kilos, is on the bar for you.
We're getting a fair bit of vibration coming through the floor. I know we're above a car park, but I hope that's going to be okay over the course of the weekend. A lot of booming. We've just got a 2-minute clock happening for Mary Clark from New Zealand, 29 kilos on the barbell. That's the first half of our comp. Hopefully at home this is coming through nice and clear. Please like and share this stream. It'll help everyone know what you're watching. Over the course of the weekend we have a massive undertaking. We had 350 entries for this event from 28 countries, all coming to Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, New Zealand. We have our opening ceremony this evening at 7 p.m. where we have a number of performances. So we hope all of our Masters community joins us up here for that. In the meantime, we've got a couple more sessions to get through by the end of the day. A massive undertaking.
This is the Oceania and the Commonwealth record champion.
Apologies, I had that kept on the scoreboard. Mary Clark's second attempt was successful, so the bar moves to 31 kilograms. 31 kilograms, third attempt, a 2-minute clock.
Thank you. Mary, we've got 31 kilos on the bar for you. We've got a 2-minute clock and that's started.
Everybody looking at the scoreboard. Fortunately, I didn't get a slow-mo on that one. You can see everybody in the back room doing their warm-up lifts. Lots of action happening backstage.
Can we have 87 on the bar, please?
Couple of changes. Matt Dyson making some changes there. So that's what happens in the back room. You get a change and that will change the scoreboard. So that feeds through to this system here, which changes that, which thus forces our loaders, Lisa and Diana, to change the barbell, and then it's all ready to go.
Your 1-minute clock is started. Let's get behind them on this one, as this is a Commonwealth and a World Cup record attempt.
So we're still just waiting on Mary Clark for her third attempt.
Unfortunate no lift there. Loaded. Can we get 87 tightened on the front?
And that's a good lift. She's pretty happy about that. Well done.
Well done. Lovely. Lotus with 35 kilos, please. We've got
Calls on
35.
Stephen
This will
for
bring
his
James
limit time.
Little to the platform. This will bring Analato to the platform for her first attempt.
Let's get behind him when next way out, as this is a Oceania, Commonwealth, and a World Cup record attempt.
So really good front foot out, structure and locked out underneath. She knew she had it at that moment already, which is a great third attempt, and she'll be pretty happy the first time pulling on the New Zealand lifting suit. Congratulations. These 5 kilo plates and barbells taking a hammering today. So bar is loaded now for Analato, 35 kilograms, first attempt. Analato is also representing New Zealand for the first time in weightlifting today. And that is a good lift for Analato, first lift off the platform. Really solid drive, good front foot out, gets that bar back in a nice clean overhead position. Holds and waits till the down signal, and that sense of relief of getting your first lift in on the board, really important. So bar is now loaded for Analato. So Analato got a 2-minute clock at the moment. However, she is moving up. Heather Chisholm is in the wings waiting. So
Stop. We're going to go 37.
a few changes happening at the back.
37, please, for Heather.
Just have a little quick look out in the back room because I see a number of changes coming through. Just making sure.
Alright, bend a bit at the back side. 36 kilos, please. This will bring Heather Chisholm from Canada to the platform for her first lean and jerk.
Okay, so we have Heather ready to go. So I'm going to come back to the main platform. And that's a very tidy first lift.
Lotus 37 kilos, please. 37 kilos. This will bring Analato back to the platform for her second attempt.
So really solid overhead and good first attempt there for Heather. And she'll be pretty chuffed about that first lift. I'm just going to go back to the main platform. Bar is being loaded to 37 kilos for Analato.
37 on the bar for Analato, second attempt. We have 1 minute and your clock is starting.
Here in the back room over there. And here's Anilatu for her second. And it's a good lift for Anilatu on her second. Well done, Anilatu. It's
Right, lift 68, please. 38 kilos for Heather Chisholm from Canada for her second attempt.
big drive overhead, that front foot nice and strong. Waits for the recovery. And Anilatu will have one more lift remaining. Doing very well, as mentioned, very diligent in her training for this event. Here is Heather. No waiting around. And that's a good lift for Heather. Let's see if we can get these shots a little tighter, shall we?
39 kilos.
Really solid overhead lift for Heather. As I mentioned, she mentioned earlier she has a passion outside of weightlifting and sculpting, particularly naked men, she said. So bar is being loaded to 40 kilos for Anilatu. Let's see if we can get even closer on these slow-mos. I think we can. Get some good headshots for everybody. If you are joining in from home, welcome. You are watching session 3 of the 2023 Masters World Cup. Day 1, we will build over the weekend, no doubt. So bar is loaded for Anilatu, 40 kilos. This is Anilatu's final attempt. There's a lot of work going into 6 lifts. So no doubt she'll be willing this above her head. And unfortunately, no lift on that.
Well done. Lighters, could just have 40 times, please.
So, closer shot there for Anilatu. We will just see as she goes to drive this overhead, just see these elbows not quite hit lockout and just struggles through. Even though successful overhead, not to be for the referees, but great determination and very proud. Here's Heather. Not to be for Heather for that one. Let's go and have a look at the scoreboard, give everybody a chance to have a look at that.
46 for Lynn Graves, first attempt.
Maybe my efforts at trying to get closer aren't so great, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit again. We've got photographers and live stream and everything running around here all over the place at the moment.
Thank
bar is loaded for Lynn. Lynn Mays successfully set a couple of records in the snatch portion of the event. I have the privilege of coaching Lynn outside of this event. And it is a good lift for Lynn, and she's into the competition.
Those who have 47, group 47, please, this will be a record attempt for Cheryl Moffat's first attempt.
Big drive from Lynn. We've been working hard on a nice slow front foot recovery so she doesn't jolt her arms out of place,
Record attempt,
which she does very well in that.
Cheryl.
And the smile is the good way to get the referees to agree with you. I agree. So well done, Lynn, into the competition. It's a really good opening attempt.
New record, new World Cup record. Lowest we have 47, Tyson, please.
Really good front foot balance there. Nothing to rush, no rush to recover.
Lynn Mays. Lynn, 47 is on the bar. You have 1 minute. Lynn's going up. All right. Can we have 48 on the bar, please? 48 will bring Anna to the table. Anna's from Canada.
Poulin, Manon Poulon from Canada. The bar is being loaded to 48 kilos. This is a first attempt. As I mentioned earlier, Manon started lifting at 26 years of age and has been lifting for 33 years. Has a listed interest of likes. She's just got into doing ski-doos, which is, I guess, what we'd consider snow motorbikes in New Zealand, a ski-doo. And she also has a passion for cars.
Welcome back everyone to the clean and jerk portion.
Loves the muscle cars.
Our first athlete is Jonelle for his first attempt at 50 kilos. Your 1 minute clock is started.
That looked good to me. Referees agree.
That was also a Commonwealth record.
Solid lockout. Brings her foot back very quickly. She got given a down signal there, but she had to bring her feet in line, which she did. And brings that bar down to the front. So really good first attempt there for Poulin Manon. Moves back to 49 kilos for Lynn Mays.
Kong now sits with Khan Nguyen for his first attempt at clean and jerk. Thank you, Liz. Khan Nguyen, your 1 minute clock is started.
Oh, got the early down signal. That doesn't usually mean a good thing, which is no. And I think Lynn knew that as well. We'll see that just as she goes to lock it out. So just as Lynn goes to lock this out, you'll see the elbows. Stood for a good period of time there. And then we'll see her set her breath. There, drive, and just that little shimmy of the elbow is enough to make the referee say, no, not today. So she'll be more determined on her last. She's not wasting any time. She's coming out. Yeah, she knew that straight away that she got that one. Well done, Lynn. It's much better from the dip. Just brought the bar better with her that time, and much more purchase to get her overhead. You can see her bring the smile in right there. Knew she had that one. And congratulations, Lynn. I know this has been a fair bit of work. Gives herself the nod of approval. Okay, so bar is being loaded to 50 kilos for Sherilyn Moffat. Second attempt. This is also a record attempt. Lots of things happening. This is the record's bottom left. So this is Sherilyn's second attempt, 50 kilos. Referees go majority decision. So majority decision there, I think.
Stop the clock. The jury having another look at that.
Referees, the jury's just having a look at the slow-mo. It's been overruled as a no lift, unfortunately. So a few changes coming in out the back. We will stay on the main platform though. So we have Bolin Manon. This is her second attempt. First attempt looked really strong.
For his second attempt. Let's get behind him as he makes his way to the stage. This is a Commonwealth record attempt.
Beautiful clean. And looks good to me. Referees say good lift.
Thank you. 50 kilos on the bar for Sherilyn. Your clock has started.
So we're going to come back to the main platform. Sherilyn Moffat. This is Sherilyn's third attempt. She was overturned on the previous lift from her lockout. So certainly can get it overhead. It's just about securing it overhead.
Those man 58 on the weights.
Yeah, unfortunately, she was trying to retain that overhead position and just couldn't quite retain. You'll see just that left elbow as she dips. Just hits it there. And then as she recovers, she presses that out as she recovers it. So unfortunately, the referees say no.
Stop the clock, 52, please loaders, 52. Leonard's going up. Monday, 52 on the bar. Leonard's going up. The clock has started.
Unfortunate no lift there.
So we've got 52 loaded on the bar. And this is Pauline Manon's third attempt. She's lifted exceptionally well today. Should be really happy with how this is going. Oh, not to be on her third. Well done. Massive effort to get down here to New Zealand from Canada. And we hope that you spend some time in our country and travel around a little bit. So not to be, just out the front slightly. Massive weights we're looking at here. So here we had the bar loaded for Jennifer Brown. She was 3 from 3 in the snatch. Oh, I don't think she's going to get that one. Referees say no. Yeah. There's a left. I'm just going to load up that slow-mo for it so we can have a look. So you have a dip, a drive, and just that left elbow just comes back in. Unfortunately, referees don't particularly like that one. Okay, so we're going to jump back to the main platform because we've got Kerry Ropati. So we're just having a technical break because we've lost a little bit of screen out the back. So we're just going to be putting that into a bit of a fix. So just going to go back to the scoreboard. So as mentioned, we're just having a little technical at the moment. It's unfortunate we've only got a few lifts to get through, but we've just got to plug everything in out the back. So we've just got a little technical delay happening out the back. We can actually have a look out the back while they all fix it. Let's have a look at what's happening out in the back room for everybody. Watch the Carl trying to work his magic. He's just connecting everything back up, and then we'll have the same happening down the other end, down there. A lot of information going through a lot of systems here. So that looks like it's going again. So that platform is ready to go. Good work, Carl. These guys all quickly panicking when they can't see scoreboards. There's Doug. Debbie Downing waiting patiently as well. Kerry Roparty's ready to go. So if I go back to Camp 1, enter. Okay, so we're ready to go on the main platform again. I'm just going to scoot over so you can see what's happening over in the background over there.
It would appear that we've got computers that are working and the screens all at the back now.
So Kerry's waiting over in the wings.
Alrighty, we have our jury coming back.
So we're just waiting on the jury to come back.
All good to go, Catherine? Alrighty, we've got 53 kilos on the bar. This is going to bring Kerry Roparty to the platform. Would you have a minute?
So we have Kerry Roparty coming to the platform. And this is her first attempt. Unfortunately, no lift. Just got to lock those elbows in a little faster. So if we come back to this, just be able to see on Kerry's dip drive, elbows don't quite go to lock out, and then she just squeezes them in. So she's got to hit that position a little bit quicker and a little bit earlier.
Right, 53 on the bar. This is going to bring Jennifer to the platform for her second attempt, her second record attempt. Let's go, Jennifer.
So we're back to the platform. Jen Brown was unsuccessful with her first. Oh, she doesn't look certain. Yeah, the referees say no. To be honest, I think that was the opposite elbow of the one that she was trying to correct from last time.
This will bring Kerry Roparty back to the platform.
Let's have a little look. So last time it was the left elbow. This time I think it was the right elbow. Yeah, that right elbow didn't quite sit in for her on that one. And I think she knew that too. Did her best to try and sell the judges, but not to be.
Alrighty, 53 kilos tighter for Kerry.
So we're going to come back to the main platform because Kerry Roparty is ready to go. This is 53 kilos. Yeah, that's a bit of jerk. Referees Good lift.
We have 54. Oh no, we're going to have 53. She's coming out 53.
So just have a quick look again. It's pretty good. Well done, Kerry, on the scoreboard. First international. Looking like a seasoned competitor, Kerry. Well done. Great opening, or second attempt. Good correction. So Jen Brown needs this lift to remain in the competition. So high pressure. Oh no, I think that was a rebend. Yeah, not to be. So unfortunately she did drive that to arm's length that time, but then you'll notice a rebend in as she hits the lockout. So we have the dip, the drive, this is good, and then there, and then the straighten is the rebend, and fortunately that allowed the referees, because she hadn't recovered, to give the red signal. So not to be today. Certainly not the weight being the issue. It took off like a rocket. So yeah, she looks back at the decision. So here's Kerry Ropati, third attempt. Well, early down signal's never good. I think she knew that one. Yep. Well done though, and congratulations on taking to the platform. Big thing. Kerry, coming from a CrossFit background, took a little bit of convincing last year to get her to sign up for this, and she's done very well. I know she's a busy woman. Kerry Ropati Real Estate. If you did want your house sold in the Auckland region, get in contact with her. There's your plug, Kerry. How about that one? But well done, wearing the New Zealand lifting suit here. So Debbie Downing was 3 from 3 in the snatches. And she's not wasting any time getting on the platform for the clean and jerk, that's for sure. And Debbie's in good form. Very accomplished CrossFitter in her own right. Multiple times CrossFit Games Master Representative. She was a medalist at the recent CrossFit Games last year. So again, let's have a quick look at Debbie's jerk. She hits a nice lockout, strong, solid, little bit on tightrope, so that's why she had to come across. But pretty good overall. So here we have Petra De Ruyter from Australia, first attempt. Beautiful lockout. Takes her time in the recovery. Referees will like that one. Helps when you've got elbows that look like that. Well done. So makes life easier on the referees when you've got a beautiful lockout. So we will click over.
Thank you, loaders. 56 is on the bar for Petra. Taking consecutive lifts, so she'll have a 2-minute clock. We'll clock it started.
So
Stop the clock. We're going 58, please, loaders. 58 kilos.
So we're down to our final two athletes, which is Debbie Downing. Debbie's moving to 58, as is Petra. They are in different categories.
Thank you, loaders. 58's on the bar for you, Debbie. Got 1 minute, your clock has started.
Thank you, loaders. 61 is on the bar.
So we're going to just come across to the main platform because Debbie is ready to go.
Long as long done now for his third attempt.
58 kilos. And Debbie is 2 from 2. Good work, Debbie. Should be pretty happy with that. I'm going to scoot back to the scoreboard so everyone can see what's happening over there. Bit of action happening out the back, not much.
Thank you.
Which, as I mentioned, they're in different weight categories, even though they're going lift for lift right now. Petra de Reuter, second attempt, 58 kilograms. And it's a good lift.
Well done. 359, please, loaders.
Just waiting patiently. Gets the referee's down signal and brings it all the way back down.
61 kilos. This will change the lifting order back to Debbie.
So bars being loaded to 61 for Debbie Downing. This will be for 6 out of 6 and a whole bunch more records. We have to change the plates around a little bit because when we get over 60 kilos on the women's barbell, it moves up in terms of the weights. A lot of these loaders, Lindsay, Lisa, already having lift. Well, Lindsay's already lifted today. Diana's already lifted today. So here's Debbie, third attempt. And should be pretty happy with that. 3 out of 3. Well done, Debbie. Oh, there you go, everybody.
Thank you. Stop the clock. We're going 63, loaders. Don't sit down.
Okay, so this brings us to the last lift of the competition, and that is for Petra de Reuter, Australia.
Commonwealth and World Cup record.
So this is an Oceania, Commonwealth and World Cup record. Petra. Bar is loaded and we will go to the mainstream. And the last lift of this event, or this session. And that is a good lift. And that brings us to the end of session 3. Really solid overhead structure there, and she's just so patient when she recovers. Big strong front foot, brings it back in. Super strong, determined overhead, not going to give up until I get that down signal. Sense of relief. The celebration. And that is your scoreboard from this session. So that's session 3 from the Grand Millennium Hotel in Auckland, New Zealand, Tamaki Makaurau, Aotearoa. That we will certainly put you into a holding stream, and we will be coming back for a live session for the podium. We will be doing that with the men's session on its completion. Before we depart, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors that have helped us bring this event together. We have Auckland Unlimited, which is the events arm of the Auckland Council, Major Events New Zealand, newzealand.com, Lion Foundation, the North and South Trust, Aotearoa Gaming Trust, TAB New Zealand, Chic and Raise Lower. Our product supplies out the front, the packaging forum for our zero waste event, Be a Tidy Kiwi, Pure Athletics and Torpedo 7. Thank you for tuning in. We are here with another stream to end the session, but I will play you out in the meantime. See you soon.